For the second time in a century, Japan is facing its unconditional surrender to a foreign invader as Soviet forces have already captured a majority of the mainland island. Only few islands remain, including a few airports that the United States will be using to flood in reinforcements. But it may be too late. Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2. No, Wargame, Red Dragon. Climb Mount Noranai is the name of the campaign, but if you do want to see more World War II or Modern Warfare on the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. That is your way to vote to see more strategy games such as that and this on the channel. It's a pleasure to have you all here back as we are ready now to fight the enemy at several different locations. And our next turn, we'll be entering turn 3 here as the two aircraft carriers, the Kuznetsov and also the Minsk, are off the coasts of North and South Japan in the East Sea, and also in the sea just below here of the East China Sea, to be precise. Oh boy, it looks like the enemy's not having a great day, by the way. We pushed them all the way across the main peninsula here. Just south are 2 remaining islands with several airfields, but Nankoku is going to be a very important position for us, a naval port, which if we capture it will be worth 15 extra points, which can be used to call in other guards' rifles and other types of great things that we can use against the enemy in the future. Without further ado, let's end this turn here, and let's see what the enemy has to offer us. All right, very good. It looks like the enemy is attacking us from Wargame. We want to push south to go to Nankoku from there. It looks like their forces came up to fight us first, so we'll be doing that at the start of the next turn, and also it looks like they're threatening our naval landing here at Masuda. All right, let's go ahead and then issue the forces wherever we need to. I suppose the best thing we can do here is fight the enemy's 73rd Tank Regiment ASAP. We'll also flood over the 106th Naval. Let's see what we have at our disposal here. Looks like a lot of enemy vehicles here, friendly vehicles rather, that can be used against the enemy. It looks like artillery and such. Let's go ahead and bring this force down. They have additional tanks that we can put to use down at Masuda. So let's go ahead and bring them down. We'll leave our defensive forces at the airfield so the enemy does not have the ability to recapture those. At Tsuyama, we're going to crush their tank division then, the 73rd Tank Regiment and the Central Anti-Tank Battalion with our helicopters, our own tanks of the flying variant. Let's go ahead and launch the battle. As you can see, the enemy is completely surrounded. Japanese forces at Wargame are going to be surrounded by some high-flying enemy helicopters. Soviet helicopters, to be precise. Let's get our helicopters up then. Mi-24Ps are going to be extremely useful here. And if we bring them in close range, we should be able to decimate the Japanese forces. They are going to have so many light vehicles, it is ridiculous. It probably isn't even worth bringing out more Mi-24Ps than that, as we will need mostly rockets to destroy a lot of their lighter vehicles, and we'll have our FOB in the back just in case the enemy breaks through. We're going to be looking more precisely for commands here today. We're going to try to cut down the enemy's command structure immediately. We're going to try to basically fly around Wargame and pinpoint any sort of location for their commands and decimate them right away. Mi-24Ks are with us, and we're going to actually bring these with the Mi-24Ps. These will be our hunter groups that will go and find the enemy commands. Looks like we only have one variant of helicopter. We're going to have to move quick, so having recon isn't going to be too useful at close range. We already know the enemy's going to try to attack us. We could try to get some recon up, but it's probably not going to be enough to find where exactly the enemy's moving to. So let's go ahead and bring out some of those forces there. And I think we don't, we don't have any access to aircraft. We do have access to tanks. Let's see, T-72B1, or a B1 in this case. It's going to be good, but I think we want more tanks. Helicopters are great. Let's see if there's anything else we can put down. Perhaps some hardened infantry to block the enemy's attack. Let's go ahead and put them down here to go ahead and attract some of their fire. All right, without further ado, let the battle begin. All right, here's our command hunters over here, and here's our other command hunters. We're going to try to watch the flanks with Mi-24Ps. Meanwhile, Ka-29s are already moving in. Wow, look at that enemy force. Huge amount of Japanese tanks now moving through. They've got a lot of enemy. Wow, that is a lot of enemy tanks. That is incredible. That's a lot of force. All right, ATGM's already going out. Let's go ahead and make sure we only target commands here. And go ahead and start engaging, boys. Don't let them get close. Fire those rockets. Secondary enemy command moving out. Go ahead and get ready to block them. Wow, look at the amount of missiles and rockets. Holy wow. That is incredible. Japanese forces were trying to move through with just all of their units at once. Just a huge spearhead. But it looks like it just bent on an absolute solid concrete wall of Soviet zeal. Fantastic. Let's get those rockets up. Eliminate that command there. We're stopping transports. Oh, looks like we may have an enemy command up here. Wow, we're gonna be out of ammunition here shortly. Where did that enemy command go? All right, pull back a bit. Need to find the enemy commands right away. That could be an enemy command. Any singular, hold on. Yes, I believe that's an enemy command tank. Singular vehicles such as that, definitely a command. And it's been lost to track, so it's not going anywhere. That's great. Oh boy. All right, we need to go back to the FOB immediately. We're not going to have a lot of income on this round. Our Mi-24Ps find their command. Beautiful. 30 millimeters just chewing away at enemy infantry and also enemy transports. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Listen to that distant fire. Beautiful. Alright, I think the BRDMs are also amphibious, so they should be able to move around the river. Let's find that next enemy command. The enemy transports and tanks are of no real concern to us. We're looking for commands here. Absolutely exciting. This is amazing. Alright, KA-29s are far enough away to where they can resupply peacefully. And we're going to move north here. Our 30 millimeters can still chew up enemy transports, no problem. The infantry is really not going to stand a chance, but it will delay the enemy enough to our helicopters will be able to resupply. Let's ensure not another enemy command breaks through. Alright, we're almost fully resupplied. Those infantry are making the ultimate sacrifice for the Union and for socialism. One command destroyed. Means they have 3 commands here. One still mobile and one sitting still. So we have 2 more commands to eliminate. Let's get close and find that other one. Could that be it right there? Nope. Here? That might be it. That's got to be it. That's it right there. Fantastic. A nearly flawless victory with just our infantry transports being destroyed so the KA-29s can resupply. Those boys did a good job in delaying the enemy and breaking through. Fantastic. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Very good. Total victory, 73rd Tank Regiment and the Central Anti-Tank Battalion absolutely decimated. Fantastic. We lost 2 BMP-2s and 2 Motor Streliki squads to 2 entire regiments, a regiment and battalion to be precise. Excellent. Fantastic. Alright, very good. So now the door to Wargame is open, unless those enemies leave Nankoku. Again, we'll do a naval landing there and have a pincer movement on them very soon. In the meantime, the enemy is trying to attack us at Masuda, so let's go ahead and fight off the enemy's attacks here. Let's actually go ahead and cancel this. I'm going to try to call in some bombers, since they have no air superiority of their own. Yak-38Ms should be useful here. And I think we can add to that, but I don't want to bring our forces away from the airfields. Don't want to lose any progress so far. Alright, the Battle of Masuda begins. It looks like we'll have ourselves... oh, the enemy's completely surrounded, so that's fantastic. Oh, wow, okay, they're actually retreating. Alright, the enemy's now chosen to flee from that position. Oh, boy, I don't know if we can pursue them any further with these types of forces. Let's see. We might be able to bring our tanks in. Let's see. Looks like they'll be able to join them next time for an attack. Alright, let's see here. Yak 141s. Looks like we can actually bring in... Let's see if we can bring in any sort of other... anything from the Minsk that could be useful. Actually, we do have an airfield captured, so we might be able to bring in MiG-29s that have 500 kilogram bombs times 4. Or IL-102s. Whoa, that actually would be great against the enemy. What do they have for anti-aircraft? Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they've got here. Lots of medium tanks that could really decimate us. We're going to have to beat them from the air again, which is why the aircraft are so important here. Lots of ATGMs. So we couldn't beat them with tanks, but we can beat them with the aircraft. So what do we have here? We have the VVS First Strike Squad. We have IL-102, MiG-27s, which are not great against those numbers. We do have 6 IL-102s. We have 4 MiG-29s for 130 versus, what, 200? 180. The MiGs might actually be a better choice to call in continuous sorties like that. Let's see what else we might have. Air superiority and seed aircraft. Alright, I'm going to make a call on the naval strike. Let's go ahead and call out our first aircraft then to assist. Or at least first aircraft that are on the mainland. And let's see, T-55s, those will be useful. Alright, I think we're going to be up to the wall here. We have our backs against the wall as we're still pursuing the enemy. Hold on to the seat of your pants. Now, I believe in this campaign we'll be receiving additional reinforcements, too. I think I've seen before the 2nd and 3rd Guards division, tank divisions and such. I think it might depend on your performance or whatnot. I'm not entirely certain, but hopefully we're doing well enough to where they lend us more support rather than getting more support if we're doing poorly. I think we're way ahead of schedule and almost capturing our 3rd airfield very soon, which is just the minimum of our objectives. So now let's go ahead and see if we can hold against the enemies. BTR-70s are standing by. That could be easily won and done by an enemy force. We need to be very mindful of our surroundings here today. Alright, we need to call out a few of these aircraft for certain. And these can also carry 400 or 500 kilogram bombs as well. Okay, we're going to just need to cake ourselves in infantry. We're going to need to call out a lot of ATGMs. Anti-tank guided missiles, which will essentially eliminate vehicles that are approaching us from a distance, but then it's going to come down to house-to-house fighting as soon as they get very close to us. Soviet Marines are very skilled at fighting off enemies at close range, but, of course, they will die to explosions. And that's going to be a lot of explosions from all those tanks coming to us. Just a lesson. Alright, FOBs are going to be useful here because we can use them to resupply all of the ATGMs, but maybe we could use some transport vehicles instead, though these die very easily. I think we'll go ahead and just go with more Soviet infantry more than anything else. We also need some recon, but I know the enemy's going to be steaming towards us, so we might as well just try to call out a few. These are going to be the first ones to die, though. Alright, let's go ahead and go with those two. And I suppose we'll save the remaining points for some Yak-38Ms. Okay, let's go ahead and start the battle. The enemy controls a majority of the map, so if anything, we can get a major victory here and cut down a lot of their forces. If we attack Hiroshima or the area here in the north, it probably is going to end poorly for us with all these bridges. We're going to be well out in the open, and guns can cut us down pretty much immediately. Here comes some enemy force. Let's go ahead and get some bombers ready. Okay, we got a couple of fighters coming in here. Let's go ahead and go for our first bombing. PT-76 hitting them. ATGMs are coming in. Here come the Russian MiGs dropping bombs. Alright, bombs are away from one set of MiGs. Beautiful. That is going to be a fantastic drop. Excellent. Wonderful. If not destroying those vehicles, definitely stunning them. Absolutely stunning. Fantastic. Beautiful. Let's hit that road again. The enemy's awfully close to us. These are ATGM variants. We've lost a couple of transports, which means we won't be able to use those infantry again. So let's make sure we hightail it out of here. Beautiful hits, man. Beautiful. One of our recon vehicles there destroyed. Whew. Okay, the enemy has much more morale than we do. We got a long way to go before we even scratch the surface of their morale. We continue to hit them with bombers. I think that was just their first wave. Look at that. The huge craters dropped along this road to stop the enemy from advancing. Oh boy, and here comes some real problems. Hopefully we can hit these guys. Let's pull back. Let's switch out our Marines to be on the front line. Factoria's over here. Well, we got them pinned down in the woods. Interesting. Let's get another set of bombers up. That's pretty much the only thing we can use to stop the enemy at this point. We can start random bombing campaigns to find their commands at Hiroshima, Elena, and, well, they're going to call out more commands than just those two. Let's go ahead and see if we can bomb anywhere and find them. Alright, MiGs will come out with their bombs. They're a lot faster, I think, than the Yaks. So it's a lot easier to hit targets, especially when they're mobile. I noticed our BTR is not even in cover here. Let's see if we can put him in cover. There we are. Alright, Factorias are hitting the remainder of those vehicles. Boy. Engaging Romulans. Let's see if we can try to hit these guys as they're moving. They're always constantly moving. Alright, one set of bombs away. Excellent hits. Very good. These Mitsubishi Mats are essentially just ATGM launchers on a truck, on a Jeep, so it's not the biggest threat in the world, but they are worth quite a few points. MiGs are ready again. Alright, let's just continue to bomb the blob. Some vehicles are fast, some vehicles are slow, so you don't know where you're going to hit them. We just got to keep hitting the whole convoy, the Japanese blob. Look at that. There we go. Wow, amazing hits. Wow. Good day for us. All right, let's go ahead and hit that tree line. Looks like they're hiding there. Another MiG-29 coming in. Bombs are away. And so is the MiG. All right, they may still have some vehicles in there. Let's hit that again. I'm not completely satisfied. Okay, so we're basically putting up a wall of explosions that the Japanese just are not even going to try to break through. Early recon was able to detect a lot of those units. Wow, let's just keep bombing that tree line. They seem to be wanting to take cover up in this corner. ATGMs are getting ready again. We need to get some supply up for those forces. Keep them resupplied. Other than that, a 14.5 millimeter can hit those vehicles. There we are. Seems to be a good call to keep bombing this area here. Let's go ahead and call in a bombing strike on the whole forest. There could be anything in there. I'm not sure. In the meantime, let's keep hitting the Hiroshima call out. Here comes the pain train. Look at that. Oh man, that was a good call. Alright, very good. Looks like there's enemy infantry out in the open. Let's go ahead and get them out of the way. Press the delete button on them. There we go. There comes the bombs for that. Yak-38 pulling out. Wow. Right on top of them. Barely any survivors on that one. The Japanese are burning themselves out, and we're going to burn them out of the forest here. MiGs seem to be very quick at resupplying as well, so that's great. Let's keep resupplying the enemy or friendly ATGMs. The enemy's really having a hard time even getting through those. 106 millimeters. We need to get away from those. Let's see if we can hit here at the crossroads. I'm going to keep calling in sorties along this road. Just bomb at random, boys. We know they're out there. Enemy's trying again with tanks and transports to get us. Wow, the fact that we're actually defending here is incredible. I mean, our air support is just like broken arrow on this place. The Japanese are just attacking from every angle. And we're just bombing them like crazy. Do need another hardened vehicle here. There we go. Right, more transports. Wow, that factory is just really hitting it. I've never seen units so effective. Alright, we need to pull that recon back. There's too many vehicles and we need to keep that thing alive. Okay, our Euro trucks are pretty much out of ammunition. They've done a great job of resupplying those ATGMs. Yak-38 hitting the road. Here comes another wave. There's so much coming in, it's hard to time it precisely. Alright, yet another hit. Very good. MiGs are just doing an incredible job against all these light vehicles. They're bringing in all their reinforcements and resupply along that bridge. Let's go on another command strike. I want to try to find a command here. I think the enemy's going to put it in a much denser place. Wow, look at that. Holy crap. Whoa! Jeez, man. MiGs are just destroying. Absolutely devastating. I didn't think we could do this one. Air support is actually proving to be the biggest asset that we have. And still, yet, enemies coming in along the same path that's caused them so much trouble. Where did our recon go? Let's go ahead and see if we can get the recon rearmed. I'm going to try to call in a Ural. How much? We have a little bit of fuel. I'm going to try to see if we can get him somehow across the river and find the command there. In the meantime, we're going to continue to bomb this crossroads here of this Japanese village. Look at that. Incredible. Bombs going out again from a MiG-29. Same sortie every time. Alright, still some more hits there. We got to find that command. It's got to be in there somewhere. Okay, we see some Japanese forces there. Oh, lots of infantry. We don't have any time for this. Alright, resupplied and ready to go. Come on down here, recon. Alright, MiG hitting the soldiers from behind. Whoa! Nice job, boys. Okay, let's get a couple of Yak 38s up to deal with that. That's going to take more than one. An impressive aerial mission with no opposition whatsoever. These forces are about to be engaged. Let's resupply up here first. Switch around with these two. There we are. I'd still want to try to find one command. That's all my goal is here today. Yak 38's out of fuel. Head out. Alright, let's make a wall of pain. Three different sorties on the same location. There's so many units there. Alright, we need to pull back with the infantry. That's way too many forces for us. Or at least pull back with our ATGMs. Now let's bring the supply back. The oh. Wow. Oh, damn it. Our BRDM got killed by... damn, I wanted to go all the way out there and try to find that thing, but now we're pushed back to the wall. Hit him with everything you got. Enemy tanks on the main road. There we go, get those Factorias up. Wow, huge hits to those tanks. Hit them again. Alright, pull back with that group of Marines. Next group, you're up. Hold them back. Supply trucks are out, that's it. Hold the line, damn it. Hit the road at every intersection. I didn't know we'd have a huge tank attack coming in. Keep hitting those targets. We're blind, but we know what their attack routes are. Let's get more Marines up here. Oh yeah, we're still hitting them. These sorties are effective. Wow, we let the Japanese know we're still here at least. Maybe that fob was a good idea after all. We're finally crawling on top of the enemy in terms of points. Well, let's let all of our Air Force rearm. And call out 4 tanks. This might be good. Now's a good time to do that. Enemy tank spotted here. We've been killing more of them by the air than we would have ever won on the ground. Couldn't drop his bombs in time. Well, let's create a wall. Create a wall of explosions. Damn those Japanese. Too many units crawling around. There we go. Oh, they're gonna have a bad day now. Oh boy. Okay, no one's around them. That's good news. Okay, these forces can still be rearmed if we can find enemy supply trucks. They may drive to us. It happens on occasion. And then with ATGMs. Alright, more enemy tanks on the western side. One hell of a defense. The most we've lost is some transports and maybe a few squads. We need some more tanks at this point. More enemy tanks spotted. Try to hit them with ATGMs. Okay, our air wing is ready to respond to this. We only got 4 minutes. We need to beat him. Why can't we find a command? Alright, let's hit everything. Here comes the pain train. Trying to just hit a command here. Wow, look at all that. We need to find their command in order to stop direct reinforcements coming in from here. Plus, at the start of the next battle, we'll be much better set in eliminating their forces. Okay, here they come again. Tanks on the way. Alright, we have Shaturms ready that are long-range ATGMs. Should be able to hit some of them with Factoria. Those Factorias are pretty good. They have been hitting targets. Without recon, we're going to be a little less accurate. Alright, pull back. We'll lose some tanks here. Alright, firing computer reset. Get that abacus going, boys. Those vehicles eliminated. There we go, fire those ATGMs. The amount of force they've been able to send at us is amazing. The Japanese know that this is the tipping point as well. After this battle, it's pretty much all over. As we can capture the remaining mainland and push south, they've really got to delay us somehow, but it doesn't really look like it's working. If anything, they're just playing hide and seek with us, and I just can't get anything over there to find it. It's a command I want to destroy to try to get big points and to cut off any more reinforcements from coming in from that direction. As you can see, it causes a big problem when the Japanese get their reinforcements. We lost a tank, a couple of transports, maybe some infantry squads. Not really anything substantial compared to the amount of damage the Japanese took. They've cost about 1,000 men and $1 billion worth of equipment just to kill one tank. Not good for them. I don't know where this thing could be. The enemy will typically hide it in a tree line. So we're just looking for it. Alright, bombing run coming in for another minute. If the zone briefly gets decapped, we know the enemy's command is panicking and will give us an opportunity to attack. Not sure where it could be, but we got an attack force coming in again. Okay, lots of light tanks, Mitsubishi M2. But you should be able to take that out with this cannon. That's essentially just a Jeep with the recon element. Somebody was able to drop his bombs. Good job. Drop it on the same crossroads again. Just a few seconds remaining. See if we can get those infantry in gear again to attack. Oh, good. Nice hit on the intersection. An incredible run. Absolutely incredible. What, a minor victory? Oh, a draw, please. We've destroyed both. Actually, this is a victory. We've destroyed the anti-tank company in the 71st. 72nd and whatnot is remaining. Wow, we actually scored against them, which means we're not even going to see that many tanks next time, and they're highly demoralized, which means this is pretty much a GG for the next round. We've got the Hiroshima airport surrounded, so in the next episode we can go ahead and attack the airfield, and we'll have our third and final airfield needed just for a simple victory. 3 Gobo, Totoriri, and Hiroshima are the 3 that we need, but in the south, 2 remain. We should be able to capture the 2 remaining airfields and hold them against the Americans, as we also get ready to launch a strike at Nankoku in order to finish off the forces there. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I'll see you next time for more Wargame Red Dragon sometime soon. We'll see you next time. Bye.